My favorite memory about Olorato was back when we were teenagers. I was in grade 6, and I think she was in grade 5. We went to different schools. We met for the first time at a presenter search competition. It was called the Shield Teens Presenter Search Competition at Mimosa Mall. We were both selected to be part of the top 13 in Bloemfontein, but unfortunately we didn't make it to the top 6. We only made it to top 13. I remember being so upset and being so livid that we didn't make it to the top. And the funny thing about that situation is that they gave us the roll-on because we were part of the top 13, even though we didn't make it to the top 6. I remember Olorato making it a humorous situation. She laughed about it, and one thing I love about Olorato is that she didn't dwell on failure. I remember that day she was so calm, and even though we didn't make it to the top, she had this persistent determination about her when it comes to goals that she wants to achieve in life. I drew so much inspiration from her. I marvel at her life, that she accomplished so many things. To Mama Poppy, thank you for allowing me to experience Olorato. We had a siblinghood that was flawed, but still so beautiful. Ha wa lahleha Mama Poppy. Re tlo tshehetsa maemong ana le ho fihlella. Hobane we care about you and we love you. Thank you.
Studies, drama and choir in high school. All the way through to our university graduation year, you were the one with the voice, a distinct, authoritative and confident voice that could be recognized from a mile away. I can't believe they took that voice away from you, from us. You used that voice many times to speak up against what's wrong, to comfort those in need, and to spread laughter and cheer. I can still hear the richness of your voice as I lament the wonderful years of friendship you gave me. Now that it is only the echo of your voice ringing in my ears, I realize I have the pressure of using my own voice to tell all these wonderful people gathered in your name that you were so much more than a headline, a hashtag, and another GBV article. You were fiercely independent, accomplished, top achiever who made an impact in every room she stepped in. A woman who wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo. A woman destined for greatness, and a woman I looked up to. One of those special people you only meet once in a lifetime. Thank you for the adventures, the laughs.
Heavy hearts and trembling hands that we write these words, not because we like the words to honor you, Olorato, but because no words will ever be enough. How do you say goodbye to someone who was light? Someone whose mere presence warmed your spirit, whose laughter made life brighter, whose brilliance made you proud just to know her. Olorato was an amazing young woman, outstanding, brilliant, smart, a true go-getter, a powerhouse of potential and purpose. She walked with grace and determination, chasing dreams and inspiring everyone she touched to reach higher. Her success was no accident. It was the result of her relentless spirit and unshakable faith. She was a force, but also a gentle soul, filled with love, light, and kindness. To have Olorato in your life was to receive one of God's grace. It's impossible to accept that this is real, that we are writing a tribute, that we are saying goodbye. But how do you say goodbye to someone who should still be here, to someone whose story feels unfinished? To Mama Poppy and the family, we are so incredibly sorry. Sorry to you that you had to lose your precious daughter, your shining light in this
and I think we can all resonate with that because never salivelo re tla be re tshwa jwalo o Olorato ha le bua de Motheo ne re kopa o atumele o tlo re jwetsa ka bophelo ba hao Olorato.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is was my little sister, basically. We grew up together. Haven't been, as it's been explained, we're quite a small family. So this has hit deeper than I think nobody can probably fathom how deep this has dug into us. I have no idea how we're gonna get through this. I keep hearing stay strong and
we are coming to you live today from the memorial service of Olorato Mongale. Unfortunately, we've lost the feed at the moment, but there are other stories we are focusing on today. The memorial service of the late struggle stalwart Gertrude, that's coming up a bit later today. And then, of course, the MPC briefing coming up at 3 p.m. this afternoon. We do have those visuals back with us now of that memorial service for Olorato Mongale. We cross now to that once again.
In which Olo had to die. You have to explain this to me. A believer in God. She praised, she went to church. I used to drop off at church from a really early, I was a menace. She was really a believer. Really a believer. And you could hear her when she sings about God, and you heard it. I don't know how many of us in here have heard Olorato sing. Like really sing, not when she's really joking and trying. You felt it. So you mean to tell me that same believer and person that praised God had to leave the earth like that? Is that what you mean to tell me? That's what I must take from this. Where was God? There's a priest in here, right? I need explanations. I need to understand. I need to understand. I need to understand. I'm done. South Africa. Religion. When we lost Patrick Twiditwa, my heart broke. I thought I knew pain. Until Olorato. This is not pain, man. This is beyond. I can't look at Bobby. My mother knows his ear, the eyes I'm looking. Because I don't know what to do. Who does that? This is who we are as South African men. This is what we do. Yeah? I'm gutted. I'm gutted, and I know my family is gutted. Olorato was, I don't know how many of us have seen the movie A Beautiful Mind, but she had hyper intelligence. I probably don't have the correct words for this, but for me it's like hyper intelligence. So when she said she was going to study journalism, I was like, dude, what do you mean journalism? I think and not to, we're not bashing on journalism or anything, but I thought she just had a broader and a bigger mind, and she could probably have studied journalism and something else, at the same time. That's how intelligent she is. Sorry. Taking her to Unisi and dropping her off, I used to laugh at those shoes. That's how I wanted so proud. She used to hate that I did, but I'm gonna miss hearing her voice. And our fights. And being proud. Whoever thought feeling proud would be something you'd miss? I don't think these boys understand what they did. I don't think they understand what they've done here. And how's Bobby supposed to go on? That's our only daughter, mate. I'm sorry. But in saying all that, ladies and gentlemen, we have lost a star. We have lost a talent. Someone you could feel had a bright future. A magnet, a maverick, a straight shooter. We've lost a star player in this team, and it can never be made up. This gap will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.